Could I have your full name, please?
My name is Tasin Islam. Please call me Tasin.
So, where are you from?
I am from Bogra, which is the northern gateway of Bangladesh, and it is also famous for its famous yogurt known as doi.
Now, in this first part, I'm going to ask you some questions about yourself. So, let's talk about break. So, do you prefer a long break or several short breaks?
From my perspective, I must say that short breaks are more useful for me. In case of short breaks, I can take a nap or I can uh, take some time for myself, whereas long breaks takes long time. So I always prefer short breaks.
So, what do you usually do during your break time?
Well, I usually do some household chores or I take a rest in my free time or in my break time because I don't get much time in my break time. So I need to carry out all the works very smoothly, and sometimes I take a nap as well. So I do some useful tasks or take some rest.
So, how do you feel after taking a nap?
Well, I feel very good. A nap means a short period of time for sleeping, and I feel very well and comfortable after taking a nap. It gives me more energy and it gives me good vibes as well.
Now, let's move on mathematics. So, when did you start learning math for the first time?
In elementary school, I started learning mathematics from my teacher. He was a very good teacher and he taught me mathematics, and it was in elementary school when I first learned it. And after that, I am still learning mathematics.
So, is math difficult for learning to you?
Yes, from my perspective, I must say that mathematics was always hard for me. I was never that much good in mathematics, but it is a very important subject for us. But though it was very hard for me from the beginning, I always found it difficult whenever it came to calculation of several tasks or algebras. So it was difficult for me from the first stage.
So, do you like to use calculator?
Yes, definitely. Calculator are very handy, and you can calculate all the tasks very easily by a calculator. Whenever it comes to calculation, the first thing I search for is calculator, and it helps me to calculate everything very easily.
So, what can people do with math in their daily life?
Well, mathematics is everywhere in our life. Whenever it comes to mathematics and our life, it is very important to use mathematics, and it is everywhere, and it is very correlated with our life. Whenever we go to a shopping mall or any bazaar, we get to calculate the price of our chores and our daily commodities. So mathematics are a part of our life, and whenever we go, it is always with us.
Thank you. Now I'm going to give you a topic and I'd like you to talk about 1 to 2 minutes. You have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say. If you want, you can take notes here. This is your paper, pen, and question. Describe a time when you received money as a gift. Okay, now you have 1 to 2 minutes for this topic, so don't worry, please stop you. I'll let you know how the time's up. Could you start speaking it up, please?
Well, in last month, in November 2nd, I got 2000 taka as a birthday gift from my mom. So she basically gave it to me to spend it for my birthday, and I spent it to give a treat to my friends, and also I helped some needy people with it. So she basically gave me so that I could spend it to give a treat to my friends, and also to help the people those who are in need. And she had a motive that she would always help me to help people, she would teach me to help people. So it was basically an offer for me and an opportunity for me to help the people through this money. So basically, after I got the money, I went to a restaurant with my friends. I spent the money and I gave them a treat. We had some delicious food. And after that, I went to the railway station, and where there was a not lot of people, those who were hungry. So I bought a few foods for them, and I also gave them a handsome amount of money as they were looking for it. And I also gave some money to the beggars, the local beggars, those who were in want of money. So I basically spent my money like that. At first I gave a treat, and after that I helped the people, those who need it. And it was always my mom's wish for me, so that she could see me helping other people. So that's why I help people with the money.
Thank you. Could I have the paper and pen back, please? Okay, now I'm going to ask you some questions which are related to this topic. So, why do people rarely use cash nowadays?
Basically, in this modern world, we have credit cards or debit cards, and which are very handy. We carry these cards wherever we go, and due to the digitalization and globalization, these are used everywhere. In the most common places like in shops, in bazaars, credit cards and debit cards are accepted. So various people basically prefer all these cards in case of cash, because these are very handy and very easy to use to complete the transaction in case of buying things. So that's why people are less using cash right now nowadays.
So should parents reward children with money?
Not really, I don't think so, because whenever a parent reward children with money, he may be getting a lot greedy for money. So at some times, like in birthdays or special occasions, a parent can reward them with money, but not always, like not like in every situation they should be rewarded with money. Whenever children can do good results, or in occasions like birthdays or other special occasions, they can be rewarded with money, but not always.
So what are the advantages and disadvantages of using credit cards?
Well, there are many advantages of using credit cards. Side by side, there are many drawbacks as well. From my perspective, I must say that whenever I use a credit card, I take loan from the bank, and whenever I take loan from the bank, there are sometimes a hassle for me to pay back the money, and I'm not sure whether I can pay back the money or not. And for that reason, uh, it is not suggested for me to use credit cards all the time. And the advantages are that whenever we use credit cards, we can get to buy whatever we want in a very short amount of time, and we can buy things, expensive things, but the only drawback is that we have to take loan from the bank.
Thank you, Tasin. That is the end of your speaking test.
Thank you.
Bilingual Learning Center, BLC, Bogura.